In this video, we're going over tips and tricks on the new Google Pixel 4. Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. If you want to stay up to date on all the technology coming out and learn cool tips, tricks, and hidden features, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and tap the bell to turn on post notifications so you can be alerted every time we post new videos. Today we're going to go over just a couple of tips and tricks that we found on the new Pixel 4. Starting with one of the funnest ones, which is the new dark mode, which will make your background and most of the phone switch from the white to the dark setting, which also can help with saving battery life too. So let's show you how to do this, and then we'll show you a little extra tweak at the end. So go to your settings, and you want to go down to display, and from here just tap dark theme, and here it will toggle the menu from light to dark. Now everyone sort of knows that's how you get to it and that's how you switch it, but there's a little extra built-in feature that Google has that a lot of people didn't know about, which is you can have a notification switch at the top here to toggle it on and off faster. So you're going to swipe all the way down, swipe to your left, and then tap on the little pencil in the corner here, and here you'll find a toggle switch for dark theme. Hold down on it, you can drag it up to here, and now swipe back up, and now at any given time we can toggle it on and off just that easy. So I have to admit, I do like the dark mode, but I don't like it on all the time. So I love the fact that there's this toggle switch where sometimes I can turn it off and have the screen be a little bit brighter. So that's our first little tip for you there. Our next tip is going to be going over the motion sense feature, and specifically how to change songs, and also how to go into the settings and make an adjustment to it as well. So, alright, so first I'm going to go to Pandora, let it open, and it will start playing a song. I'm going to swipe left, and that will change the song. Now, a cool thing to note here is you can also do it even if you're not in the app. So I can close the app, and I can still change the song just that easy. And change it again. Alright. Swipe up, pause. So a couple of things here. If you go to the settings and you do a search for motion sense, search it, tap on motion sense, you can actually go in and tap on skip songs, and you can change the direction. So if you don't want to go right to left, you can switch it and have it go the other way. I personally like it for it to go left to right because it just makes sense to me. I'm going to go to the next song like that. So I've switched it, so now it's going to go left and right. So that's a cool little trick you can make in the settings to adjust how it works. Now with motion sense, you can do a couple other things. If someone calls you and you can't answer the call, you don't have to pick up the phone or even tap the decline button. You can simply just wave your hand across the screen, and it'll automatically silence the call. The same thing if you have an alarm going off. You can just wipe your hand across the screen or swipe it, and that will also silence one of your alarms as well. The motion sense feature also works in conjunction with the facial recognition. So when you pick up the phone, it detects that the phone is being moved, and it automatically kicks in, turns on the screen, and then it begins to look for a face. And as you can see, that fast the phone did turn on and automatically recognized my face and unlock. And that's one of the big new selling points of the phone, is that how fast the facial recognition is. This last time it didn't go fast because I was looking at my monitor and not directly at the phone, so just FYI there. Let's go ahead and jump into our next little tip, which is going to be getting the navigation buttons back. So for those of you that don't have a Pixel 4 yet, but maybe you're considering getting one, you'll notice from mine that you don't see a home button or a back button on the screen. And that's because now the phone comes in this new setting where you use gestures to do everything. So very similar to how the iPhone works. If you want to get to your recent apps, for example, you would swipe up. That takes you to recent apps. If I were to go into this Google website here and I wanted to go back home, I just swipe up, it takes me home. Or if I again pull up slightly, I can go back to the app. I can swipe left here to go back. So So again, there is no back button anymore. It's just a swipe off the side of the screen onto the screen, which takes you back one step. So these gestures do take a bit of getting used to, and some people are not really big fans of them. If you'd like to turn it off and go back to the older way, which is having a home button and a back button, we're simply going to go to the settings, and we're going to go to system. We're going to just do a quick search here and just type in system navigation. There it is, system navigation. Tap on there. And we're just going to tap 3-button navigation. And that will get us our home buttons back. So home, recent apps, and back button. And it'll be back just the way you were used to using it. After using the phone for a couple of days, I like the gestures. So personally, I'm going to keep them off. But for those of you that are just used to it being a different way and don't want to change, I totally get it. And that is your little trick to get the older way back and get rid of the gestures. So there is that. Our next tip is how to take a screenshot on the Pixel 4. And it's super easy. You're simply going to hold down the power button for about 1 second and then go down to screenshot. Tap on that, it will automatically take your screenshot. And then you can tap edit here. This is where you can make any modifications to the photo. So you can crop it, you can obviously write a note, circle something, or highlight something. And once you're done, you can save it, or you can immediately share it out to someone. So just a quick way to get a screenshot on the phone. Our next tip is going to be how to put your phone on silent or vibrate. And it's really easy. All you're going to do is hold down on either the volume up or volume down for 1 second, very similar to the screenshot option. So hold, the menu will come up, and then tap that button once to put it on vibrate, and one more time to put it on silent. And then when you're ready to get the sound going again, hold volume up or volume down and tap it, and then your ringer will be back up. You can also control your ringer volume just by dragging this up or down, just like that. And if we tap below the music note, you can see all the volume options. So media, call volume, ring volume, and alarm volume. And if you go to see more, it'll take you to the full setting that gives you other options like changing your ringtone or your notification tones down here under advanced. So this is where you can really control even more your settings, even the touch vibration to your screen locking sounds. Everything is going to be controlled in this menu here. So it all just starts with holding down on one of those volume buttons, and it really gives you the shortcut to everything that you'll need. All right, guys, our next tip is going to be some cool ways to customize the phone. So what you're going to do is just hold down on the screen and tap on styles and wallpapers. And here you'll have a lot of different options of ways you can customize the phone. If we go to style here, you'll see there are different configurations for your switches, for your fonts, your backgrounds, the way the icons look. You can really get creative. You can even customize it and create your own system flow based on your favorite colors and fonts. You can do some things with wallpapers as well. Definitely played around with this. There are so many cool stock wallpapers that come with the phone. I love this new section here, keep looking. It's kind of artsy little wallpapers here. You can set it where every day the wallpapers will change. This come alive setting is pretty cool. This is the Pikachu wallpaper where you can use the gestures to control it. So you have a lot of different just options that are built into here. Also, if you're not really into one of these, you just want your own wallpaper, you can always go to My Photos and just pull one of your own personal photos and make that the wallpaper as well. The one I'm using, the Pixel wallpaper, I did find in the geometric shapes. No, not geometric shapes. In art. In art is where you'll find the cool customized Pixel 4 wallpaper right there. So have some fun, play around, make the phone, you and unique. And that's kind of one way you can do it. Now, one other tip is going to be customizing the keyboard. So if you tap on just the Google search here, we tap this arrow and we go to settings. Excuse me, not there. You can't get it there, but there's another way. So arrow, go to the 3 dots here, and then click on theme. Here you can actually change the theme of your keyboard. You can get really creative with the colors depending on what you're looking for. I like the darker keyboards myself, and I like to add the key borders so you can just see the separation of the keys. I feel like it's a little bit easier to type that way. So now I'll have a dark keyboard to go along with my dark theme. And again, you can go in and get really crazy with it. You can also take one of your pictures and actually make it a background for your keyboard as well. Hit show more and you'll get so many different configurations and options. So again, play around with it and figure out what works best for you. I think I'm gonna try this one actually. That one looks kind of cool. And there we go. All right, guys, and our last little tip is gonna be sort of a personal preference, but I think some of you guys will want to try this out as well. I'm not a huge fan of Google Photos in terms of a gallery app. I like that Google Photos will back up all of your photos in the cloud and you never have to worry about losing a photo. But as a gallery app, I don't really like the way it works. So I always download this app. It's called Gallery No Ads. So if we were to go to the Play Store, it's kind of tricky. So here the icon looks one way, but when I go to the Play Store and I type in again Gallery No Ads, this is actually the app right here. For some reason there's one picture when you download it and a different picture when you actually get on your phone. Whatever. This is a great app, and it's one of the few gallery apps that doesn't have ads, that just has a very clean look to it. And again, you don't have an ad popping up every few seconds every time you make a selection. So that's why I like it. And I think it's more functional in terms of keeping track of your photos and organizing things the way you would like it. So anyway, these have just been a couple of tips and tricks on the new Pixel 4. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what tip you like the best. If there's anything specific you want to know about this phone, leave it in the comment section down below and we will leave a comment back for you. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you like, favorite, and share if it was helpful. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Take care and have a good one.